Welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda, giving you all the latest updates on anything and all things Ravens. Please make sure to keep subscribing to the channel and like the videos. Let's dive into the latest for you. So, injury updates, nothing really has changed since yesterday. Everyone that didn't practice has not practiced. Ronnie Stanley did come back, but he was limited. So again, there's no real change in terms of anyone that wasn't at practice at all. Nate Wiggins did come back, but he was limited. But here's another one. Kyle Hamilton's not on the injury report with a groin injury. He's limited. Guess we'll find out on Friday whether or not, or later on this Friday, today, whether or not, what happened, how it impacted him. I believe he landed on, he just landed funny in a way. So, shades of 2021, people. The injury bug cannot stop. Again, I keep saying it, we just need to completely reset the board. Not just the coaching, but go over everything, Just why are so, I get it. Injuries do happen, but the amount of starters is eyebrow raising, and we got to figure it out. But what next man up, I guess, for this game. I did sound defeated. I'm not. I'm just saying it we've been through this before. We can definitely bounce back from this. Moving on. So Zach Orr spoke with the media as well. He had said on the defensive injuries, it definitely creates a challenge, but we're going to still be able to get to a lot of things. I don't even know what that means. How do you do you not see all these? I guess you're trying to be optimistic to yourself, but dude, starters are out, and mind you, I get next man up, but it's just hard. I would be completely blunt. I would say I have faith in my guys. It's going to be tough that we don't have any a lot of our starters, but I have faith in my guys. I'd rather say that than say we're going to still be able to get to a lot of things. What does that even mean? And also he said on the topic of creating turnovers, he said, I think it starts with hitting people harder. He told the defense this week that the physicality needs to pick it up a notch. What? To be fair, true. Yes, they need to tackle better. But it's your game plan. It's your defensive game plan. Mind you, again, Matt BK was the only covered 75% of our sacks so far this season. We've had 4, he's had 3 of them. And now he's out for the season, most likely out for his career. So there's got to be a lot more creativity, and just as I was saying, just hit him harder. It's okay, how can we hit them harder? It's just mind-boggling to me that this guy, that Harbaugh defends this guy. It's just, I don't even know to put into words how frustrating it is now. It's how do you do this? How are you able to I would be blunt and honest. I'd be listen, we're going back to the basics. We got to hit them harder, and we got to start making some plays where we are able to get turnovers on the field. And I'm not a coach. I'm a fan. I'm not trying to put words into anyone's mouth here, but saying that in the sense of we just need to hit them harder. It's no, how can we hit them harder? We got to go back to the basics. We got to get down and dirty. We got to bring back the Ravens defense of the 2000s, man, when we were just boom, 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 Just one of those, what? I'm so confused. And now it's kind of we'll just have to, it's pretty much a basic answer for a problem that needs to be fixed now. And you got nothing to show for the last 4 weeks. What do you think is going to happen for this next week? Anyway, moving on here. So Matt BK out for the season. We got to start looking at trade opportunities here. There's one man that stands out. I've said Christian Wilkinson. I've said a bunch of other guys too. But let's look at this one. Let's look at Devin Tomlinson on the Arizona Cardinals. Mind you, he's 31 years old, signed a 2-year contract with the Cardinals, but he's been around the league and he's a fantastic run stopper. Something we desperately need up front because with Matabike out, our defensive line is just crippled. It's like a pun not intended because Matabike is out, but it's like we are crippled and we need something to fill up that hole. So he is a perfect choice. Run stopper, been around the league for a long time, and we could probably pick him up for a 4th or 5th round pick. I know EDC loves his picks, but you got to start digging into the bag and start looking at players that will and teams that will bite. And losing a 4th or 5th round pick isn't the end of the world. I'm just saying, he's a fantastic run stopper. Been in the league forever, has a 2-year contract that we could easily pick up and restructure, and it's just a hole that needs to be filled now, and we need to do it. Just make the call. I think this is perfect, or go get Wilkinson, or something. But Tomlinson, perfect choice to stop the run because, again, I said it earlier this week. Pants off, belt out, wham, wham, wham. That's what our weak defense looked like in the last game against the Chiefs. So we got to start looking outward and looking into the bag. Anyway, last part here for the Texans game plan here, and I am praying to God that Harbaugh listens to this. Run the ball. Use Derrick Henry. Use Justice Hill. Use Keaton Mitchell. Have Keaton Mitchell play, please. Enough is enough. Like, I'm just saying there's nothing against Cooper Rush, but he's a backup. My 5-1 on the Cowboys when he was starting on the Cowboys when Dak Prescott was injured. But preseason games did look okay. After the first season game was a disaster, but the second one and third one he looked better, much better. But if we're going to beat a team, you got to utilize the weapons. So I see a couple throws here and there from him, but just wear them down, do it the old-fashioned Ravens way, wear them down with the run game, and make sure it's on the left-hand side and not the right because Daniel Falele's just going to fall over and Derrick Henry's going to get tackled. So, just saying about that. Just utilize the run game and utilize the RPOs because that's what the Ravens do best. That's what the Ravens have been doing the best, and hopefully we see a lot more than just 7 carries from Derrick Henry, and I want to see him go for over a 200-yard rushing game. I think he can do it, obviously, but it's the amount of carries and the amount of holes that can be opened up on the offensive line. So that game plan is simple. On defense, get pretty much, mind you, CJ Stroud just played the Titans, and they made him look good. I'm not really a CJ after his rookie season and the regression he had the last season. I'm not really a CJ Stroud guy. So I think it's not him per se that is struggling. Maybe it's the coaching that is struggling. I don't know. I think he's a very talented player, but got to get CJ Stroud off balance. You got to start, getting some pressure on him or something because we're down Marlon Humphrey. We're down Chidobe Awuzie, who has both guys have not been to practice. I don't know if Nate Wiggins is going to be able to play, but Kyle Hamilton's not going to be able to have all eyes on the field alone. So you got to get to CJ Stroud on defense, and it's got to get down and dirty. So utilize the run game and get to CJ Stroud. Thank you for tuning in to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Again, subscribe to the channel, like the video. I will catch you all later.